Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and Shine. It's your daily dose of tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham. Episode number 497 today. I had to think about that. I am just going to do a talkie video, no screen shares today. I want to talk about email marketing and making sure that you guys are looking after yourselves and looking after your clients and your subscribers when you do email marketing or when you start to build your list for email marketing. It is really important for a business to build their email list. No matter how good social media marketing is today, no matter how good SMS marketing is, having people's email addresses and being able to get in touch with them if everything else goes wrong, if your website's down, if the social media networks are down, if you get bounced off social media and you can't access a portion of your target audience, having that email list is really important. Now, I know a lot of people think, well, what I'll do is I'll just get them to subscribe on a form and then I'll just put them into a spreadsheet. When they come in, I'll just put them into a spreadsheet and I'll email them out later. Look, you can do that. It's going to cause you problems, particularly if you get more than 100 emails or more than 50 emails even sometimes. You can do that, but it's going to cause you problems. There's a few things you need to think about. First of all, you need to make sure that when you are getting their email addresses, that you are capturing the fact that they have consented to you sending them marketing information. And marketing information can be as much as you contacting them saying, hi, this is who we are, this is what we do. Make sure that you're capturing their IP address that they signed up from and the date and time that they signed up from, or that they filled in that form. They're the things that are really important to capture. So yes, you can capture that in a spreadsheet and then you can throw that into your email system and throw it out. That's the next problem, is throwing them into your email system, into your Outlook or your Gmail or your desktop mail that goes out through your server. Most of those services will restrict the number of messages you can send in one email message per hour, per half day, per week, per month, per year. Yep, it kind of adds up. So if you're going to send it, if you're going to do a marketing blast and you put them into the BCC line, and please make sure if you're going to do it, put them in your BCC line and send that out to people, that is going to hit those limits. Once you start hitting those limits, some of the providers, I know Zoho does it, I know Google does it, and I know Gmail does it, or Google Workspace does it, will tell you that you can't send mail. You've exceeded their limits. You can't send mail now for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. That just has to wear off, and then you'll be able to resend messages. So you start off by putting everyone in the BCC line. You send it out, and it says, right, we've stopped sending you messages. You don't know who's got you. You could go through your logs and work out who's got the message and who hasn't. You don't know out of those recipients who has been sent the email. You then run the risk that you're going to end up getting your domain spammed by doing that, because you are sending bulk emails. Now, it's a nebulous term. What is a bulk email? Well, some people say a bulk email is more than 10 messages. Some people say it's 50. Some providers say it's 100. Some say it's 1,000. What is a bulk email? So how do you get around those sorts of issues? Well, that's why you get developers like myself and advisors like myself, consultants like myself, saying you need to have a marketing program. You need to have an email marketing program. There's 3 that I'd recommend just straight off the top of my head without even thinking about it. My go-to is Zoho Campaigns. That's because I use Zoho. So my go-to is Zoho campaigns. It's simple enough to use. You can set up a list and you can get people in and start managing that list. But let's just go through it. Zoho campaigns, MailChimp, MailerLite. They're the three that I would recommend straight off the top of my head. Why would I recommend those three? Simply because they are used by so many people. They have a reputation. They look after their people. They step up. I'm sorry, if I was to add in a fourth, Aweber. Aweber has been around for years. They've all got reputations. They aren't going to go and burn people, you as the marketer and your subscribers as their customer or as subscribers, just to earn another buck, just to try and do so, just to try. They're not going to do that because their reputation is on the line. This is their business. This is what they do. They deliver mail for marketing purposes or email for marketing purposes. So there's four that I'd recommend straight off the bat. Now, why do I recommend an email marketing system rather than just using your own? These guys, as I just said, their reputation is on the line. They make their money out of being able to get email from you into a user's inbox, not getting it spammed. Now, that's a little more tricky, but to reduce the possibility that it gets spammed, to reduce the possibility that it gets bounced, and to reduce the possibility that you get banned from sending email in general, by making sure that all the systems are in place to get that message out. That was hard. I don't know where my words went just then. So you use one of those systems. They will have requirements for when someone fills in a form and says, yes, I want to receive your marketing. They will have requirements as to what information needs to be captured to ensure that they are allowed to send messages to those people. I know that when you go through the import of your list, and I know that when you start to set all this up, it's going to be tedious and it's going to be annoying. You're going to say, why do they need to know all this? It is so you can get your messages through. It is so they can maintain the reputation of their mail service, of the IP addresses associated with their mail servers. It's worth going through the pain of setting it up. It's worth going through the tedium of setting them up to be able to, when you are ready, send a campaign out and it just goes. Send a campaign out and you get the report back that says, we've sent out 100 emails, 95 were delivered. Here are the 5 that weren't. They bounced, they no longer exist, whatever it is. You can start to get those reports. So at a minimum, if you are going to be doing any form of email marketing, set yourself up an account on one of those. If you've got someone else that you want to look at, go for it. Trying to think. I can't think of their names at the moment. Oh, Active Campaign's another one. There's a few others out there. There's a few others that do full CRMs and marketing systems. They're great too. The reason I'd recommend one of those 4, by the way, is they're more cost effective. Some are less expensive than others, but they're more cost effective. They are really there to do email marketing. MailChimp is trying to do a little bit more than email marketing, but that's what they're there for. Some of the others can charge you a lot more per month. You get a lot more service out of them. But go through the process of setting yourself up an account. Make sure your forms are linked up to it. Make sure you're collecting the information that they need you to collect to ensure that you are protected. By doing this, if someone comes after you or comes to your business and says, you broke the law by sending this email and we are now going to fine you, you can say, hey, listen, I'm using this system. Here's all my information. Here's what I've done. And you've got some level of protection there. I'm not going to say that it's not going to happen, but you're going to mitigate that risk a lot further. All right, that's a bit of a rant today. I hope that's useful to you. Let me know in the comments, wherever you're watching or listening to this video. Come across to my local community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com to join the conversation there. If this was useful, hit the like button and And if you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe to channel and ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.